Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Guys, in today's video, I'm going to share with you some layering combinations with the new fragrance by Kayali, Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar number 42. So if you're interested in knowing the 6 fragrances that I paired with this fragrance that are bangers, that'll make you smell better than everybody, then please continue to watch. Guys, before we get started with the video, please make sure you like this video, thumbs it up so YouTube knows you love my content, leave me a comment down below so we can get to know each other, and make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Okay, y'all, so before we jump into the combinations, let me just share something with you. This fragrance was released on the Huda Beauty website on April 21st. I guess it was a glitch, but a ton of people were able to get it. I was sent this fragrance in PR. I didn't really think I had to explain this, but here we are. The reason why my dent looks like this is because I've had this fragrance ahead of the release. So obviously I didn't get this fragrance on the 21st. This was sent to me long in advance. I signed what you call a non-disclosure agreement. So I cannot disclose to you when I received this fragrance, but just know your girl had this fragrance and she was wearing this fragrance. That is why the dent of this fragrance looks like this. This has not been decanted. I had no reason to. Do you know why? Because Kayali sent me a travel size, which is also dented crazy because I love this fragrance. I've been wearing it. You guys know I travel with travel sizes. I did not receive this fragrance on the 21st, and any other influencer that you've seen talking about this fragrance that has a dent, it's because we all received it long before the release date of the 21st. Okay, so I just wanted to get that out the way. So I reviewed this fragrance, but just in case if you didn't see that review, I want to show y'all the vibe of this fragrance. This fragrance is a candied vanilla bubblegum cotton candy, sweet, fruity, powdery, just juices of gods. Okay, it smells so good to me. I love it. It's right up my alley. You guys that know me here, like, you all know I love candy fragrances. I love cotton candy. I love marshmallows. I love bubblegum. I mean, hence Moschino Toy 2. This was purchased by Bay. He bought this fragrance for me, and I mean, I love it, y'all. This is my dent here. I'm already at half. I don't know if this fragrance is even still around. If it is, I would definitely get another bottle because I love wearing this to bed. I love wearing it in the house. I love wearing it to run errands. Anytime I want to smell just fun, nostalgic, bubblegummy, this is my go-to fragrance. It's a fruity bubblegum fragrance. So you're going to layer this, like, just to get the vibe of the vanilla candy. This fragrance right here, fruity bubblegum, and then you have vanilla 28, which is like the vanilla of all vanillas. It's very sweet. It's very brown sugar, very sexy. As you can see, my juice is super dark, and this is very, 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 very potent and very, very intense. When I first got this fragrance, it wasn't giving me what she's giving me now. Right now, she's like a ball of intense vanilla, and I love it. I love it on its own. It's real pretty on its own, but honestly, guys, because it's so super sweet, I love layering with this fragrance. If I feel like I want to pull out some sweet vanilla in any fragrance in my collection, this right here is the one. Now, the only thing about this fragrance right here, she makes me sneeze, okay? It never fails. Whenever I spray this fragrance, I sneeze, but I just love it. It's like I sneeze and it kind of like burns my nose. I think it's because I'm a very heavy sprayer, y'all, but it is what it is. So Toy 2 bubblegum with the fruity bubblegum, and then you have this sweet brown sugar vanilla and Skylar's Boardwalk Delight. This is pure cotton candy. So if you love that sweet, smooth, kind of creamy, a little lactonic vibe of cotton candy, then you'll love this. So this right here, this trio right here, for me, is giving me the vibe of this fragrance. So obviously it doesn't smell exactly the same, but it's basically like the same vibe, like bubblegum, cotton candy, vanilla, sweet, sugary, you know, all the things. Now, I have 2 body sprays that I want to share with you guys because in the routines, I did layer body sprays. Bubblegum Pop by Bath & Body Works. When this came out, I think I purchased like 3 bottles of this because I love this. Like, honestly, it's not a scent that I wear all the time. It's not something that I even want to smell all the time. But just knowing that I have this in my collection, y'all, makes me so freaking happy, okay? Just knowing that at any time I can layer and just smell like bubblegum, because that is exactly what this smells like. This was a limited edition, I think. Let me tell you the notes. It has gumball sugar, Candied Fruits and Citrus Burst. This is so freaking good. Like, I mean, and I'm a grown whole adult, but I love this so much, y'all. So if you have this, layer it with your vanilla candy. We just gonna call her Vanilla Candy, okay? That's what we gonna call her today. We ain't gonna say her whole name. We ain't gonna call out her full government, but she's Vanilla Candy today. So if you have this, layer these two because it's totally a vibe. And this fragrance is not giving you a whole bunch of bubblegum. You definitely smell the bubblegum, but it's not overly bubblegum. So if you're someone that doesn't want to smell too much bubblegum in your fragrance, don't worry because you're not gonna get a whole lot of bubblegum. But if you want to amp up the bubblegum in your scent, then layer with like a bubblegum body spray if you have it. So if you don't want to buy the Skylar fragrance, which I think retails for less than 100, if not just 100, it's not super pricey, but it's not that cheap, then you can go for the body spray. This is the Cotton Candy. I keep saying Cotton Candy, but it's Boardwalk Delight, but it's basically cotton candy. So the Boardwalk Delight body spray, it's actually a hair and body mist. Then you guys can get this because it smells like cotton candy. It's not going to be as intense as the fragrance, obviously, but you are going to get that cotton candy vibe with the body spray. Okay, so now for the base. So we have a limited edition body cream by Tree Hut. Listen to me, guys. If you guys don't have this, it is okay. I'm going to link some other alternatives, but this is what I used. And if y'all got it when I was telling y'all to get it, then good. If not, I'm sorry. Y'all should listen. So we have the Sweet Cream by Tree Hut. And then we have the Princess Robin, which is all totally jacked up by Brown Sugar Babe. Let me show y'all how much I've used this. Do you see? I only have this much left right here. My stickers is coming off. Like, it's a whole hot mess, y'all, because I love this so much. I've been using that since March. I've been using this and I love it. It's so good. So if you don't have the Sweet Cream or the Princess Robin body oil by Brown Sugar Babe, then you could always use like an unscented body cream or a fruity body cream. And if you have the Skin Potions Kama Sutra, you can use Kama Sutra. But if you have Kama Sutra Crystal, it's even better. It gives a little mouth-watering freshness to the scent. So this is definitely perfect for spring and summer, and you can layer it with this whole entire routine. So I just want to get y'all like situated with the base. Y'all good on the base? So now let's get into the fragrances. Actually, there's one, you know what? We'll just start here. So one day I did this. This is the fragrance with everything, okay? And I will say, when you're layering with a fragrance like this, although this smells divine and incredible, don't layer an overpowering scent over top of it. You got to put the overpowering scent underneath and this on top. Case in point, I did House of Sillage Minnie Mouse with this. When I tell you, is it backwards? And I bought this with my own coins, okay? They did send this to a lot of people in PR. I wasn't one of them, but I wanted it so badly that I waited until they had 50% off and I bought it myself. So this right here is super duper strong. If you have Minnie Mouse, can you attest to this, please? Leave it in the comments below and let me know what's your experience with this, because this is a beast mode fragrance. I made a mistake and wore this to bed one night. Not a mistake, like I knew I was doing it, but I didn't realize this fragrance was so super strong. And I also had the nerve to layer it with the body oil in Madam by Brown Sugar Babe. So this is the Minnie Mouse body oil. Y'all, first of all, this alone is like super potent. You don't even need a fragrance. Like, you literally can go to bed in an oil like this and your sheets are going to be smelling like this. You're going to smell like this all night. You're going to wake up and smell like this. This is super powerful and potent. All of the Brown Sugar Babe oils, guys, are very powerful. And this is a body oil, not even the perfume oil. The perfume oil is just as potent, if not even more potent, but this is really, really potent. So I did this and layered this on top and literally was choking myself out the whole entire night. Like, it was a very uncomfortable sleep, I will say. But I do love the fragrance because it's a beast. I just know not to wear it to bed. Certain fragrances you just can't wear to bed because it's just not a good sleep experience. But these two guys are a whole vibe. It's sweet, cotton candy, marshmallows, bubblegum, florals, just everything good. Vanilla, a little creamy. It is so good. So definitely, if you have this, layer this on the bottom. This should be your first spray, okay? Spray this all over wherever you want to spray. the first spray, okay? And then you go on top of it with this. This is a little bit more light, a little bit more airy, and this is still a fairly new fragrance. Although I've had it for a while, the juice is still not that deep yet. Like, it's not looking like this. It's gonna take maybe about some months or maybe even a year for it to get like this. But I feel like once this juice gets a little darker because of the vanilla, this is going to be super duper potent. But right now, like when you get it, if you have this fragrance, layer this first and then spray this on top. This is so, so good. So the other fragrance that I layered with this is another Kayali fragrance. And no, it's not Vanilla 28. I mean, I feel like Vanilla 28 would be really good with this, but I layered Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper, one of my absolute favorite Kayali fragrances. This is so sexy. It smells like there's oud in this fragrance, but there's no oud. I think there's woody notes or something, but it's very rosy. If you love rose, you'll love this, but it's like a deep, sexy, creamy, sweet rose. It is so dang good. I feel like it's kind of similar a little bit to Perfumista Avenue by Bond Number 9. So if you've ever smelled that, it doesn't really smell like exactly like it, but I feel like they cousins. They definitely in the same family. Oh, this is so sexy, y'all. You don't even understand. But these two right here, a whole vibe. So if you have Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper by Kayali, layer it with the new Kayali fragrance and get your whole life. It is so good. So the next pairing is by Byredo, and this combination took me by surprise, y'all, because this fragrance has like citruses in the opening. There's neroli, but it has a cotton candy dry down, but it opens up very green. It smells nothing like vanilla candy, okay? But because this opens up so green and sharp and tart and kind of like lime smelling because of the neroli, add this. When I tell you, listen, I tell y'all no lies, okay? This combination is so freaking good. You can even layer this with Love Don't Be Shy. I didn't do it, not yet, but I feel like this would be a vibe with Love Don't Be Shy. This kind of gives Love Don't Be Shy vibes, but the two, y'all, this is a whole vibe. Loved this. The next fragrance, and I'm not sure if this is still around, but if you have it, layer with it. If you can get it, you know, if you're interested in it, try to get it. If I can find it, I'll link it. But it's the Valentino Pink perfume. Y'all, this, another sweet, fruity, juicy. First of all, everything on this list is super sweet. Well, the Byredo combination is sweet, but it has a little greenness to it. It has a little neroli in it, so it's not going to be overly sweet. But this is like sweet, girly, playful, sexy, fruity, summer days, spring days, on the days that you want to smell sweet, okay? Because this is definitely giving sweet, but the dry down is so freaking sexy, y'all, because this dries down to like a nice, sweet, warm, caramelly vanilla, and this also dries down to like a vanilla, so the two together is incredible. I love these two. So hopefully you can find this. So the next pairing is another pink bottle, and it's by Parfums de Marly, and it's Oriana. Y'all, Oriana with this fragrance is another bright, bubbly, happy, fluffy, juicy scent, but it has a little bit more citruses because this has like tangerine. Is it tangerine or is it like a mandarin orange? It has a citrus, like a sweet citrus in the opening. There's also like raspberries in the opening of this, so it has a little tartness to it, but it dries down super sweet. But together, y'all, it's a whole vibe. So if you have Oriana, layer it with vanilla candy and get your whole life. Now, the last, is it the last? Yes. So the last fragrance that I paired it with is a designer fragrance, and I believe it's still around. I'll link it if I can. It's by Givenchy, and it's Irresistible. This is a musky vanilla pear fragrance. It's a designer scent, but I love it, y'all. It's very flirty. It's sweet. It's not anything that I'm going to suggest or recommend to you guys because I already know how y'all are. Y'all noses and your palates are very sophisticated, and that's fine. But for me, like, I'm not all that much sophisticated where I can't enjoy a fragrance like this. This smells so good to me. Like I said, it's flirty, it's sweet, it's happy, it's young, it's fun, and I love it with this fragrance. So the pear is doing something a little bit more juicy in here and more candied in here, but together they just make sense. So if you have Givenchy's Irresistible, it's not simply Irresistible or any of the flankers, it's the original one. pair it with vanilla candy, and get your whole life. All right, guys, we've made it to the end of the video. Leave it in the comments below and let me know if you have vanilla candy, what have you been layering with her? Let's talk about it below like we always do. Remember, guys, to stay safe, be great, stay great, and always strive for greatness. AI the Great signing out, but I'll see you in my next video. Peace.